Yep, it's Rib Fest going on next door as the Pirates return home to Pittsburgh to begin a 6-game homestand. The Pirates and the Astros. The Bucks have won 9 of the 11 games played so far against this team, and the Buccos desperately need a win after being swept in Milwaukee. That followed the series win over the St. Louis Cardinals. So on this Labor Day, Brock Holt takes the field for the first time in his home yard. Brock Holt, who came up, made his big league debut in Milwaukee, had his first major league hit at RBI yesterday. Take a look at the Astros lineup. Tony DeFrancisco is the new manager, and his lineup looks like this: Jose Altuve, Tyler Green, Brett Wallace, Justin Maxwell, second on the club with 13 homers. Matt Downs follows, then Matt Dominguez. Chris Snyder, Brandon Barnes, and Edgar Gonzalez returns to the major leagues. 49-year-old Tony DeFrancisco replaced Brad Mills early August. Interim manager. 17 years in the minor leagues. This guy hasn't spent a ton of time in the minors. He has had a taste of the big leagues last year as a starter, a couple of relief outings this season, and maybe a more mature Jeff Locke.
Yeah, I think he's very relaxed right now. Seems to be confident. There's the Indy numbers you're looking at, brought to you by the Western Pennsylvania Chevy dealers. I expect him to throw strikes. I think it really paid off last year having him come up for that September experience, and he's going to be much better prepared to really help us out down this stretch. And from what I saw when he was pitching out of the bullpen a couple of times in August, it looks like he is, as far as velocity and the character of his pitches, that made some strides in that area too.
And here's how the defense sets up behind him. Andrew McCutchen in center, Travis Snyder in left, Garrett Jones in right, Nick Alvarez, Gabby Sanchez on the corners, Brock Holt and Clint Barmas up the middle, and Rod Barajas behind the plate. Neil Walker, of course, still out with the back tightness, hopes to return maybe this coming weekend. But Brock Holt, his first start at PNC Park at second base at Miller Park yesterday. A couple of hits and a fantastic diving catch in shallow center field, and took some hits. They took him out on some double plays. Tough kid, Brock Holt. Here's Jose Altuve, like Brock Holt, short in stature. In fact, Altuve, the shortest player in the big leagues, 5'5", 170 pounds, hitting .290. For his last 14 at bats. And that changes right away. A solid single to center on a 1-0 pitch. Lowest ERA in the International League, brought to you by Barrel Automotive. You see Tyler Cloyd of Lehigh Valley and Charles Leesman of Charlotte. There's Jeff Locke and 2 other teammates. Rick Vandenherk, who's named the pitcher of the year for the AAA Indianapolis club, and Rudy Owens, who was dealt to the Astros in late July for Wandy Rodriguez. Tyler Green, traded from the Cardinals to Houston, has played 20 games with the Astros. Once. Locke throws, not in time. It's first and second and nobody out. A bunt single by Tyler Green.
That laid that one down rather nicely. It looked like he squared around pretty early. I think Pedro got a light break coming in as early as he squared, and that's a tough play for a pitcher to go all the way that close to the line. That's a ball that, if you're going to get it out, most of the time it's got to be the third baseman coming in trying to make one of those bare hand plays.
Brett Wallace hitting .273 in 40 games this season with the Astros.
Call that the paw play. I was thinking about it the other day.
Oh, brother, base hit. And Altuve will be held. The bases are loaded with nobody out. What a start. not what Locke and the Pirates wanted.
No, I get a little bit surprised that they've come out and there are a couple of balls that were hit pretty hard. The Altuve single, and now this one by Wallace. They weren't hit in the air hard, but definitely on the barrel of the bat. A little test for the young left-hander right out of the chute.
There's Justin Maxwell. There's 13 homers we mentioned and 38 runs batted in. Also spent some time on the DL.
Be nice to trade a run for a couple outs right now. Settle things down, get a double play. Go ahead and give him that one run.
Astros are going up there and swinging the bats right away. Maxwell hitting .234.
It's a smart move by Maxwell, trying to go the other way, staying out of the double play, trying to lift it to right.
.6'5", 235 pounds, Justin Maxwell.
Again, trying to commit to the other direction and get the ball to the outfield.
Altuve at third, Tyler Green, the bunt single at second, and Brett Wallace single to right. Three career grand slams for Justin Maxwell.
And is that an 8 at bats?
I know it.
Wow.
I didn't know it was 8. I know it's not many because he's not been in the big leagues all that long. Tapper back to the mound. Maybe a play at the plate, and he gets it out.
Oh, nice job now. Gets that double play. He escapes. Oh, good pitch. Breaking ball down right at the knees, so it could be pounded right off the plate. Tapper back to the mound.
Must have seemed like forever for Locke for that ball to be in the air. Get down, get down.
But he didn't panic.
Yeah.
Didn't rush. You could see him easily trying to be too quick because he's waiting for that ball and fumbling it.
Now Matt Downs hitting .212. 7 homers, 13 RBIs. The right fielder takes a strike. Nothing in one on Downs with the bases still loaded, 1 out. Bounced off the tip of the glove. Holt is there. He throws to first. That's all they get. A chance for a double play.
I was half expecting him to give him that.
Barmes is arguing that
it looks like Wallace. He ran that. Well, no, that's not Wallace.
Maxwell.
He went too far out of the baseline to avoid that tag. They'll give you a little bit, but
that umpire, a rookie umpire, Jordan Baker, at second. And
I agree with Clint. I don't like that call. I mean, Holt had him. Oh, look at that. Yeah, that's absolutely out of the baseline to avoid the tag. There's no doubt about that. That was a great shot right there. Saw it plain as day. I mean, look how wide he runs. Come on. How far can you run out of the baseline to avoid a tag? Give you a little bit, but look at that. It's amazing.
Baker there at second. Wally Bell, the home plate umpire. Mark Wegner at first, and Mike Winters, the crew chief, at third. 1-0. RBI for Downs. Matt Dominguez takes a strike. Second and third. 1-0 Astros lead. As Green scored, Wallace to third, Maxwell now at second.
See where he ran by his tracks.
Two 1 on Dominguez.
That would have been a nice argument for Clint to say, okay, let's go out here and let's look at the tracks. Now here he is way out here. Now how can you say he didn't leave the baseline to avoid the tag? The first inning, they've just raked everything, so you got a nice fresh tracks.
2-2.
Oh, nice pitch by Locke there. He's behind in the count. Drops in that breaking ball. Here it comes, a little back door for a strike. Behind in the count.
Just gets a piece of it. Two on Dominguez.
Way out wide. And that's where he ran.
Did he run between first and second and go all the way around like that? I guess he did, huh? In other words,
well, we'll do that again, that same shot, and I'll show you his path exactly the way I saw it. For me, he ran right along here and then circled out about like that. Well, for some reason, we'll try it one more time. He ran straight. For some reason, my drawing board, not drawing.
3-2 on Dominguez. Rounded to third. And Alvarez on to first. So certainly limited the damage and could have come away with a 0, but the Astros get one. We'll lead things off. Check out starting lineup brought to you by Toyota. Holt, Snyder, McCutchen, and Garrett Jones. The season batting .378 against Astros pitching. Gabby Sanchez, Pedro Alvarez, Rod Barajas, Clint Barmas, and Jeff Locke. Facing this veteran, well-traveled right-hander Edgar Gonzalez.
This is one of those situations where you really don't know much about to expect out of Gonzalez because nobody has seen him for a while. What, 2009? Is that the last time he was in the big leagues?
His last start was 2009. He had appeared in a game last year as a reliever.
Been pitching in the Mexican League.
Started the season at AAA Colorado Springs. Signed on with the Mexican League. Made 6 starts there.
Yeah, that's one thing that you do have to get a little used to in the month of September. There's a lot of teams that, when they're out of contention, or even like the Pirates night right now, starting walk, and they're still in contention, you're going to see some pitching that you don't know a whole lot about. The teams are bringing up their pitching prospects, trying to get a look at them at the big league level.
He strikes out Brock Holt on 3 pitches. Defensively for the Astros, maybe not the familiar names, but Brandon Barnes in center, Justin Maxwell in left, Matt Downs in right, Matt Dominguez, Tyler Green on the left side, Jose Altuve, Brett Wallace on the right side, and former Pirate Chris Snyder catches Edgar Gonzalez. Travis Snyder, no relation, at the plate. 283 average with the Bucks, at 250 in 10 games with Toronto before being traded to Pittsburgh. Edgar Gonzalez is 14-25 with a .590 career ERA in the big leagues. He spent parts of 8 years with the Diamondbacks, the A's, and the Rockies.
It seemed like Snyder of late is not pulling the ball as much as when he first came over in the trade.
Chases that one, and Edgar Gonzalez gets back-to-back strikeouts. Let's get to the Rivers Casino tips to win.
Well, I feel like we've escaped from Milwaukee, so this is it. We're back in the big house where home runs are a little tougher to get. Maybe we won't have to worry about that too much. But Locke does need to keep the ball down. It is a day game here. The ball will carry a little. Make sure you make your pitches. Try to keep them at the knees. And break out early. I would like to see us play with a lead. We haven't really done that in a while.
McCutchen leading the league in runs scored, hits. He's second in batting now. 2 points behind the suspended Melky Cabrera of the Giants. 2-0. And hit to first, and play made by Wallace. The Pirates go down in order. We've played 1. It's 1-0 Houston.
Sports is brought to you by Chevrolet and their award-winning cars, trucks, and crossovers. By your Toyota dealer, where quality, dependability, and good MPG all come standard. Toyota, moving forward. And by Day Automotive. We're going to make your day. Let's go Bucks!
Bucks in the second, trail 1-0. Hope you're enjoying your Labor Day as the Pirates and Astros meet in the first of a 3-game series. Off day Thursday. Cubs come in this weekend. The Pirates currently are a game and a half back of the Cardinals, but now they're also a game back of the Dodgers for that wild card spot. Bunch of afternoon baseball today. As Chris Snyder takes ball 1. And 1-1. Good change up there from Jeff Locke.
Greg, did you see anything about that play? That I saw you were
just looking at
the
rule says that a runner's baseline is established when the tag attempt occurs and is a straight line from the runner to the base he is attempting to reach. This ball's popped up.
Well, that's.
And Alvarez is called off by Armas, who makes the catch.
And he was certainly out because his straight line was shaped like a U. I mean, he was tried the tag. He was like right about here, and then he went like that to the bag. A straight line would have been like that, and
well beyond the 3 feet that you're allowed.
You're allowed 3 feet, it says.
Yeah. Strike on Brandon Barnes. Barnes in 19 games hitting .180. Contract purchased August the 7th. Bunch of changes for these Astros. One ball, one strike. And Tony DeFrancesco, the interim manager, replacing Brad Mills. Dan Radisson at first base now, coaching there. They let go Bobby Meacham. 1-2. Dave Clark is still there. One-time Pirate. Steve Wright 3. Jeff Locke gave up just that one run and could have come away completely unscathed, but the Pirates did not get this call.
Hey, you watch him run down, and there's where he breaks to avoid the tag. Now, stop it right there. A straight line would be right straight to the bag. Now, watch how far he runs.
Strike one on Edgar Gonzalez. And the pitcher for the Astros bounces it foul. Any runner is out when he runs more than 3 feet away from his baseline to avoid being tagged, unless his action to avoid interference with a fielder fielding a batted ball. Runner's baseline established when the tag attempt occurs, a straight line from the runner to the base he's attempting to reach. And strike 3. And good work there from Jeff Locke. 1, 2, 3 after 1.5. It's 1-0 Houston. And get more details, MLB.tv, baseball everywhere, including Crescent, PA. Bucks and Dodgers, the Bucks and Astros playing game 1 of this 3-game series, 1-0 in favor of Houston. Talk about the Dodgers and Cardinals now, and the Braves in front of the Pirates in the wild card standings. We'll show you in a moment. Ball 1 on Garrett Jones. Rips this one foul. Nice day for him yesterday in Milwaukee. Reached base each of his 5 plate appearances, a couple of walks. Homered in the 6th inning, increasing his career high total now to 23 on the year. And they have a big overshift on him. Altuve, Green, Wallace all on the right side. Dominguez, the lone man between 2nd and 3rd.
Wow. A couple inches outside.
That's cracked to left center field. Oh, did he make the catch? No, he could not hold on. What a try by Barnes in left center, laying it out, and a double for Garrett Jones.
Yeah, absolutely a great effort, but that ball just hit too hard and a little bit of slice for him to get there, I thought, but he did get there. The ball just came out when he hit the ground.
Well, how about he gets up, scrambles, guns to second.
Yeah. That reminds me of a catch that I saw Andy Van Slyke make in Montreal years ago, where he's absolutely flat out and reaching kind of behind him to catch the drive. That would have been one of the all-timers. Look, the ball actually came out before he hit the ground. It was just, he didn't have the glove closed all the way.
Gabby Sanchez dropping a bunt down. Dominguez back, but it's foul. The rookie Barnes, spectacular diving effort, and then immediately gets up and guns to second. You'll see a lot of this too, Bob, in September. New faces. You mentioned scouting reports, hard to come by. The players that are
trying to make an impression, and they're playing like it's the 7th game of the World Series every inning. We saw Holt yesterday make a similar diving catch on a little pop fly, shallow center, where he was running out. Just laid completely out. There was no fear about McCutchen going to run over him.
It was a special play by Brock Holt for sure.
There he is.
Leadoff double for Garrett Jones. 0-2 on Gabby Sanchez. Still 0-2. This is his 13th start for the Pirates. Hitting .295 as a starter for the Bucks.
This is the day.
He homered yesterday. Goes the other way. And the catch made and right. Now it's guns toward the infield.
Quite deep enough. Moved Jonesy over. He had the right idea. Downs really showing a pretty good arm on that throw. Put a laser beam right to the cutoff man. Head high.
Alvarez has 8 hits his last 12 at bats here at PNC Park. 3 homers, couple of doubles. Ball 1.
It's the last time folks here in Pittsburgh get to see the National League's Houston Astros.
Move to the American League West next year.
For years they were in the Western Division of the National League.
Jose Altuve, their lone all-star this year. One and 2 on Pedro Alvarez. 27 home runs for Alvarez. Only 4 players in the National League have hit more homers than the Pirates' third baseman. Ryan Braun with 37, Giancarlo Stanton of the Marlins with 29, Jay Bruce of the Reds also with 29, and Carlos Beltran is at 28, the league leaders in the home run department. Two and 2.
Pedro kind of put the team on his shoulders those last couple of games against the Cardinals, last homestand. So first is the Cardinals. He pretty much puts the team on his shoulders every time. Has terrorized the Redbirds this year.
Headed up the middle, but they have the shortstop over behind second. 6-3 on that put out. Jones to third, 2 away. Rod Barajas with 9 homers, 24 runs batted in. He has hit safely in 5 of his last 6 games. Hitting .304 during this recent stretch. Inside. Jones doubled. Now at third with 2 outs. Breaking ball for a strike as Edgar Gonzalez. It's his first start in the big league since September 27th, 2009 with Oakland against the Angels that night. He has made 3 previous appearances against Pittsburgh. 1 start. That was August 24th, 2004, right here at PNC Park. He went 6 innings, gave up a couple of runs on 7 hits. The Pirates won that game 3-1. He was with the Diamondbacks. Tough times for the Astros, trying to find a way to win some ball games, stay competitive. Hit high in the air to center. Barnes now in right center and cuts the right fielder Downs off to make the catch. Leadoff double. Jones stranded. 1-0 Stros.
deficit in the top of the third inning, and the Pirates are hoping some players can come back to their lineup pretty soon. Neil Walker resuming baseball activities. Looks like he might, if everything goes well, be able to rejoin the team by Friday. Starling Marte, meanwhile, working out this morning, running the bases hard. This was a nurse hurdle for him to overcome. For Starling Marte now, maybe one more good day, and he can be headed out for a rehab assignment on Wednesday. One final note, guys. Chad Qualls made the start today. He's trying to come back, the reliever for AAA Indianapolis in Louisville. Pitched one inning, struck out all three batters he faced. So Qualls, Marte, and Walker appear to be close, perhaps, to rejoining the Pirates.
All right, Rob, thanks. Starling Marte looked good from this vantage point. Neil Walker, as you heard Rob King say, starting to resume baseball activities. As Clint Hurdle was being asked about all these players that Rob just talked about, at one point he goes, "Any questions for me of players that are here, that are able to play?" That could be frustrating for a manager to have to give updates on guys that he doesn't have available to him. Varmus tires Altuve.
It's tagged by Gabby.
Altuve started the game with a base hit to center. Gabby Sanchez, fine defensive first baseman. Here now Tyler Green. He had a bunt single in the first.
Pedro up close this time. He's on the edge of the grass in that cutout. Let the bunt happen again. You can see Pedro as the pitch was made when they had no strikes. It was creeping up right to the front edge of that grass, just in case Green tried to drop one down.
Jeff Locke from North Conway, New Hampshire, 24 years old. He was acquired from the Atlanta Braves in June of 2009, along with Charlie Morton and Gorkis Hernandez in the Nate McLouth trade. He made 4 starts last season for the Bucks. September call-up was 0-3, a 6.48 ERA. And in those starts, just you can tell by the numbers, this was not all that impressive, but put a real solid year together. AAA Indy, and looked like a different guy his 2 relief outings as he walks Tyler Green coming inside with that fastball.
I know this year we've seen much better velocity, I think. Seen him the last couple of fastballs that at bat were 89, but we've seen him in the low 90s. I don't recall that being there last season. This time of year, especially young guys that aren't used to pitching in September. Minor league years or seasons are always over at the end of August. You get into September, it can be a little run down and maybe not have that good pop.
This season, 142 innings at AAA Indianapolis. Walked 43, struck out 131. His last 5 starts there was 3-0 with an 0.58 ERA. Last 5 AAA starts. ERA of 0.58. That's a shot past Sanchez, and this will put runners at first and third. As Brett Wallace is 2 for 2.
Both his hits been hit very sharply in between in that hole. Definitely getting the head of the bat to the baseball. There's a bullet. Sanchez just not quite to get able to get the glove down to the dirt in time. Last time Maxwell was up, we were talking about a double play ball. There was nobody out.
And the bases were loaded.
Yeah, so we'll take that double play now, and it'll end the inning.
He tapped back to the mound. Jeff Locke threw to the plate to get the out.
He was trying to hit the ball the other way, which is a very correct thing to do. If he's, well, there it is.
Ground ball, driving stop. Will they get an out? Oh, Barmes at least gets an out in a spectacular play. It is 2-0. But Barmes got an out of that.
They got the ground ball. It was just too far to Barmes' right to get 2, and Barmes ended up having to make the great play just to get 1. But this is what you're looking for, trying to get him to pull the ball so he'll put it on the ground. Barmes has played strong defense this year. I know that there's been a couple of games where he's had a poor game defensively, but overall, if you look at the majority of the time he is out there, that's the type of play he has shown us all year long.
Played with Houston last year. Signed with the Pirates over the winter. He has been most nights very, very consistent. 0-2 on Matt Downs. Downs is the one that hit the ball up the middle. Tipped off of Locke's glove. Brock Holt made the play. Tried to tag Maxwell, who went around the tag. And Downs was retired at first base. Second base umpire Jordan Baker did not believe that the runner Maxwell was out of the baseline, and then Hurdle came out to discuss the play. That would have been an inning-ending double play.
We showed it quite a few times. Not only was out of the baseline, I mean, it was like extremely obvious. It ran a big loop.
Strikeout of Downs. Another run across for the Astros. They lead 2-0 as the Bucks bat in the bottom of the third.
Let's go.
Parents' Day presented by Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield. Get your picture taken with Pirates mascots and make your own Grandparents' Day card on Federal Street before the game. Plus, purchase discounted game tickets and more. Go to pirates.com/grandparents. Clint Barmes leads off against Edgar Gonzalez. In the air. One out. Armas is the first out in the bottom of the third. A.J. Burnett talking things over with Neil Walker.
A.J.'s got a little different eye black on the day, doesn't he?
A little different.
It's like a kind of warrior.
Jeff Locke 0 for 5 in the big leagues at the plate. He was 2 for 21 this season at AAA. One ball, 2 strikes. 0.94 lifetime in the minor leagues. Easy pickings for Edgar Gonzalez.
Not the best swing I'm sure he's ever taken on that last one.
Brock Holt, our PNC achievement, first career hits yesterday. Base hit up the middle. Was in the 4th inning. His first big league hit. Mom was on hand, saw it, liked it, and then his first major league RBI right up the middle. Brought the Pirates their 7th run. Bucks had crept to within 3 at one point. His brother Garrett is here. Family and friends on hand today for Brock Holt. He struck out his first at bat. Out of Fort Worth, Texas. Dressed for the part.
The signs of the eye patch.
Yeah. One ball, 2 strikes on him. 9th round pick 3 years ago. Out of Rice University. A nervous brother.
He's got to like playing the Astros.
Yep.
There's not many
His
Astros
hometown
out there
team.
that he recognizes.
No.
Well, the Astros that he knew are gone.
The Astros that we knew were gone from the last time we saw them. Steve Wright 3, and Edgar Gonzalez has struck out 4. He's given up 1 hit through 3. standings. Wild card. Atlanta is 3 up on the Cardinals for the top wild card spot. And the Dodgers a half game back of St. Louis. The Pirates a game and a half behind.
Still pretty much wide open.
Well, and even the Brewers.
Make a move.
Brewers were talking after the game yesterday as they swept the Pirates. I don't know what anybody else thinks, but Ryan Braun said we're definitely in it. They've won 11 of their last 13 games.
Yeah, there's essentially a month left in the season. 6 games is very doable.
Milwaukee leads Miami 2-1 in fourth.
World Series winner, the Cardinals. They had a bigger run than that.
Cardinals hosting the Mets. They're just underway.
Anything can happen. I mean, that's why I refuse to talk about must wins and must series this and that. It's like I was talking with Rob earlier today during the pregame. A tremendous opportunity here for the Pirates, this homestand, playing some teams that have scuffled all year. But if you say that this is a must series, well, what if you only win 3 and you're still a game and a half out after the 6 games? Is it over now? It's just the way it is.
AT&T trivia question after Locke strikes out Dominguez. On this date in 2004, Roger Clemens earned his 325th career win, passing which 2 former Astros for 12th on the all-time list? AT&T trivia question. Chris Snyder fouled out in the second.
Well, now if I'm a long-time announcer, the other guy still gets in the news quite often. What those for hits,
those are good.
Decent hits.
One is a long-time announcer.
The other guy still gets in the news quite often. You gotta agree with that. I think. Take your guesses.
Long-time announcers: Jim DeShays, Bill Brown.
Yep.
How did he know that we were on?
Good question. Just coincidence.
He just happened to wave when we had him on the camera. He's doing his own game, isn't he?
Yeah.
What is he doing? Look at this. Stick to your own broadcast, DeShays.
I like the. I think Jim's got the baseball there too. I like that.
All former pitchers have to have that baseball in hand in the booth.
It's
like Bob.
It's a comfort thing, You gotta have. There it is. Okay. My baseball. Just something to kind of rub up every now and then.
Good to have. You and Jim. Two and 2 on Snyder. He fouled out his first time up. Jeff Locke has struck out 4 batters. Pulled foul.
This was a good start for him. He had that first inning run, which was, as we've already said a couple of times, I don't want to run it into the ground, but I think it was a little tainted. They should have got the double play call. That inning should have been over. But still, he's throwing the ball over the plate. He's getting some strikeouts. I think that's one of the challenges for any young pitcher that's going out there in a situation like this is, can you control your nerves, the adrenaline, and stay within yourself and make your pitches just like you did during your minor league season. Pretty good 3-2 pitch that he threw in there, had a little something on it. Barnes with a fastball. Tried to get it inside, but that's 3-2. He can't be too careful with it. But it's got enough on it, enough pop on that fastball that it doesn't get centered up. It gets fouled off, even though it had a big chunk of the strike zone. Same pitch. This time he gets the out. Almost the exact same pitch. Both those last two pitches fastballs. Watch how close. We'll see the number 8 down in the corner. Here comes the number 9.
Locke retires the first 2 in the 4th. Now Brandon Barnes, who struck out looking in the 2nd. Barnes at .323 at AAA Oklahoma City, drove in 38 runs. Average age, these Astros, 26.5. In fact, their AAA club actually older by average age, 27.3.
They're going to try and get this thing rebuilt as quick as they can. They're going into an extremely tough division nowadays. That American League West with the Angels out there, the Rangers, the Oakland A's, the way they're playing right now. It's as tough as any division there is. And that's where they'll be trying to win next year. Not an easy task.
They lost 106 games last year. Currently at 41-93. When the Pirates were in Houston recently, there were stories being written in the paper about how they could take a page out of the Pirates' rebuilding book. It was just a couple of years ago, the Pirates lost 105 games. Steer right 3. Jeff Locke, a 1-2-3-4. He's punched out 5. Pirates trailed 2-0. Welcome back. Of course, Rib Fest will continue through Wednesday here on the North Shore. Become an annual event and world-renowned vendors, concerts going on, and of course the great food. Great day here in Pittsburgh. The Astros lead 2-0 to start this 3-game series and the start of a 6-game homestand. Travis Snider, his second at bat against Edgar Gonzalez. One hit, a double by Jones to start the second. Here's Edgar Gonzalez returning to the major leagues. His 4th career appearance against the Pirates. And this ball popped up. Shortstop kept backpedaling. Green makes the play. So the AT&T trivia question. Roger Clemens on this very day earned his 325th career win, passing which 2 former Astros for 12th place in the all-time list? The former pitcher that is now a longtime broadcaster, Don Sutton, and Nolan Ryan still very much in the news with his Texas Rangers. Sutton with the Braves. But what a comeback they had over the Phillies last night. A walk-off home run by Chipper Jones, scored 5 in the bottom of the 9th.
What's everybody doing today, Greg? In Atlanta.
Braves are leading the Rockies 6-0. Ball hit to the right side. And out number 2.
There's the wild card. The Braves up pretty big there, 6-0. Cardinals out of the gate early with a run just in the 2nd inning. And the Dodgers will play tonight, entertaining the Padres. They're playing pretty well as of late. They can do some good against LA. The Dodgers big trade not working out yet.
Adrian Gonzalez, no relation to Edgar, had a walk-off hit for the Dodgers yesterday. Joe Blanton on the mound tonight. One ball, one strike to count. Double by Jones, so far the only base runner. Eventually you're going to have to start, concern the right word, but have to shake things up a little bit here. Nothing against Edgar Gonzalez, but there's a reason why he was pitching in Mexico this year. He did have a couple of fine starts at AAA for these Astros.
The Pirates offense yesterday was clicking.
Gabby Sanchez homered yesterday. Garrett Jones homered. But the Brewers had 5 home runs. Won the game 12-8. Michael McHenry hit a home run as well in that one. Drove in 3.
One of those games you see in Miller Park occasionally where the long ball just kind of takes over everything.
Still a 3-2 count on Jones.
Where he should be, getting ready to catch this home run ball. In the correct spot. What Jonesy has to do, just simple, just hit it to him.
A base hit for Jones. 2-out single, and Jones has the 2 hits.
kind of chased one like ball 4, but he went out after, didn't necessarily try to pull it back through the middle and got his hit. Like a little change up.
Here's Gabby Sanchez, fly to right in the second inning. Third baseman will come in and throw on Dominguez to Wallace to retire the Pirates through 4 innings. Still a 2-0 Houston lead.
Baseball on Root Sports is brought to you by Barrel Automotive. We're driven to be better. By PNC Bank for the achiever in you. And by Chevy Cruze, which offers EPA estimated 42 mpg highway. Let's go Bucks!
Feed. Oh, look at this. Man, they saw one. And how many will be there when all said and done, Bob? What's your over-under?
There'll be about 22 gooses.
I'm going to go with the over. Jeff Locke facing Edgar Gonzalez.
I don't understand. They call those Canadian geese. And all the trips to Montreal we used to make, I never saw a single one up there. But you see them here all the time. Should be Pittsburgh geese, Allegheny geese. Oh, what is it? Is that
a baby?
Duck, 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 goose. Is that a baby? Is that what that was?
Oh.
I thought it might have been a duck.
Now 2-2 on Edgar Gonzalez.
What do geese eat? They're feeding. They bread.
Looks like those guys were tossing some bread, huh?
Bread.
Three-two count on Edgar Gonzalez.
What kind of a hitter is that?
Left.
Doesn't have any power.
Out. This day in history brought to you by Day Automotive. September 3rd, 1978. Willie Stargell collects his 2000th career hit. In the 7th inning, a 3-run rally. Pirates went on to beat the Braves 6-3 that day. Three Rivers. Captain Willie. How about that?
Very nice.
Stargell. Wonder what, talked to folks before about what it would have been like to see him hitting this yard. We saw
how many balls would he put in the river?
Pedro Alvarez was, last couple of games, was kind of giving us a taste.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Showing Stargell-like power. Last series against the Cardinals. And a base hit into right for Altuve on an 0-2 pitch. It looked like he just kind of stepped back and shot that ball into right. 2 for 3. Snapped an 0 for 14 hitless string.
Just fought it off. A good pitch up and in on him.
He has 27 steals, 9th most in the league. Tyler Green, a bunt single and a walk, has scored both runs. Jeff Locke's first major league start this season. This sounds like not just a spot start. Hurdle said, I'm not going to throw that out there. This is a good chance we're going to run him out there every 5 days.
Bedard was released. Carson's is hurt.
Karstens threw on flat ground today, but he'll miss at least one start. Off day Thursday. Pirates have not given us the rotation for the weekend against the Cubs. One out. 0-1 count on Tyler Green. Brett Wallace on deck, has singled twice. Now 0-2.
Induce that ground ball. Hopefully Green stays away from going to right. And he did.
Too short. On to first late. I don't know whether Barmes didn't have a handle on it or whether he thought to go to second and decided against it and then threw too late.
I'm thinking he just didn't have a correct grip on the ball. That has to be the reason.
I'm a bit surprised he didn't go to second. Was that because he didn't have a grip on it?
Does he look the second? He had time to go to second, that's for sure, but I never saw him turn his head. I mean, look at his eyes. Does he ever take a look that way? I don't see it.
See, I think it was a hesitation. I think he had the grip.
Well, for whatever reason, he didn't get an out on a play we should have.
A fly ball to right center field, and look at this. A 3-run homer for Brett Wallace. And it is 5-0 Houston.
Wallace is definitely seeing Locke very well. First 2 hits were through the infield, but he hit him on the nose. And this one, he takes a hanging breaking ball and puts it in the right field bleachers. Watch this pitch. I'm pretty sure this ball is up in the strike zone. Oh yeah, definitely belt high. Pirates have a little bit of work to do now with the bats. They have to find a way to score 6 runs and put up nothing but zeros the rest of the game. change up there had Maxwell way out in front. 1-0 pitch.
Wallace had 16 home runs for AAA Oklahoma City. Most recently recalled July the 30th, and all 7 home runs on the road this season for him.
Like maybe was it 2 seasons ago or just last season? He was kind of tabbed to be their first baseman of the future, and
me and Chris Johnson were both going to be
disappeared.
Yeah,
looks like he's back. I think when Bagwell was he traded to the Yankees, wasn't he? 2 seasons ago.
I think so.
I think there was talk of Wallace.
Yeah. Sanchez goes up to get that one.
Yeah, good defensive positioning. Also, he was way off the line, standing pretty much right in the middle of that hole over there. There he is. You can see, excuse me, in the shot, in perfect position to steal a hit. Obviously not in a traditional spot for a first baseman. Good thing. Defenses in the last 10 years or so getting much more comfortable in leaving the traditional areas and really overshifting. You see that a lot, even with right-hand hitters now. That was started, I guess, with the Brewers last year. First time we saw second base going over onto the shortstop side and leaving the first baseman totally by himself. Go back 30 years ago, shifting was moving 2 steps one way or the other. That was it. Now you go to the other side of the field. If you played a guy to pull, you'd move over a couple of steps. You play a guy hit a ball the other way, you move over a couple of steps. Now you're moving a great deal in the infield. The spray charts have become very big for the teams to look at.
Brett Wallace hit a 3-run homer. Now the Astros lead 5-0. Pitt and WVU during our press conference Tuesdays. Hear from head coaches Mike Tomlin, Paul Christ, and Dana Holgerson as they break down every game and preview the upcoming matchup. Press conference Tuesday tomorrow starting at noon here on Root Sports. Pedro Alvarez bounced to short in the second. Edgar Gonzalez has allowed 2 hits, both to Garrett Jones. Ryan Bogusevic takes over in right field. Matt Downs 0 for 3 with an RBI ground out. And the big shift on for Alvarez as well.
There might be, a couple players in the league you would see anything like this, and now there's a couple of guys in every lineup. It seems like that it's not just one team either. It's every team puts some kind of shift on somebody all the time.
But isn't it funny that some teams do something like this? Most teams do not. You're talking about the advanced reports that you get, the advanced technology and the information that's available, yet it's interpreted differently by different clubs.
Yeah, sure it is.
The Astros believe that you got to have 3 guys on the right side of the infield. With Alvarez, there's a drive hit deep to center. Oh man, a great try, but Barnes bangs up against the wall, and the big bull headed to third base, and he's there with a triple.
Well, Pirates definitely needs some kind of a spark to get the offense going. Maybe this is going to be it, the leadoff triple.
How about this guy in center to take nothing away from the hits of Jones and Alvarez, but look at Barnes. Man.
Yeah, actually, I got to believe as hard as he hit the wall, even if this ball would have stuck in his glove, he's going to lose it hitting the wall, because he's just crushes the wall. Been hard for him to hold on to it, even if he had made that catch. Like the running of the Bulls.
Yep. Concede a run here. Maybe this will be the spark. Line shot past Alvarez and Nick Leyva. Alvarez with his 3rd major league triple, first this season. Hit that ball a long way, dead center. The infield back conceding a run. Out of play. Barajas with 24 runs batted in this season. Drove in 47 last year for the Dodgers. He'll turn 37 years old on Wednesday. Gonzalez gets him. Strikeout.
Just listening, I thought I heard a tick like it was a foul tip. But Barajas certainly didn't react like he had tipped it. Listen, see, I can't hear. Greg, what do you think? Well, I didn't hear it that time. Nope. AGH cam, boy, that thing, it tells the story every time. You could see plainly that the bat did not hit that baseball.
So strikeout for Gonzalez. Jeff Clement, back with the big league club, is now on deck.
The AGH cam has been the best tool to really see what happens that we've ever had.
Phenomenal shots from that camera. 2 strikes. The fans really are getting on Barajas, and if Barmes is not able to bring that runner home with less than 2 outs, let's just hope he's able to do it. He does. And an 0-2 pitch. Barmes brings home the first run for the Bucs.
do something to try and break things loose. Very seldom do you get a leadoff triple and come up empty. Barmas able to kind of just fight that off, go the other way. He was committed to that direction, trying to get the ball in the air. He didn't get it in the air, but at least he got the ball to a middle infielder, and that one snuck through the infield back.
That tops his RBI total from last year. He drove in 39 with Houston, picks up his 40th ribby, and now here is Jeff Clement. Pirates the other day on the road outrighted him to the Bradenton roster. Had to make room again for him on the 40-man. He was only here for a week. He was invited to spring training this year as a non-roster player, so he spent all the year in the minors, not on the 40-man roster. The Pirates purchased his contract and then making some more moves. Outrighted him. He rejoins the team today. Oscar Tejeda was designated for assignment off the 40-man. He was picked up from the Red Sox organization a couple of months ago. Tejeda. So Jeff Locke goes 5 innings. Cal McPherson will be the new pitcher. That line won't look so great for Locke, but if you break it down, think about a defensive play or two that would have been made behind him. Think about a call that he didn't get from the umpire. Clement sends one deep to center field. Way back and to the wall. Barnes makes the catch. No room left for Barnes as Clement sent it to the wall.
But Greg, you know, you look at Clement, and I think the Pirates are really hoping that he gives them one thing that's lacking, and that's a power bat coming off the bench. You know, as they try to look for certain possibilities for the postseason, and possibly, he's a big, strong guy. He's hit with power in the minor leagues. Maybe he could be that. Came close to getting a couple quick runs with that swing.
Brock Holt has struck out twice. That's the ball toward right center for the 7th. Will make the catch. A triple for Alvarez, a base hit for Barmas. Pirates are on the board, trail 5-1. to Yingling Oktoberfest. It's also an Eaton Park Scratch and Win Saturday. All fans get a scratch card. Good for prizes from Eaton Park. Go to Pirates.com for tickets. Saturday night, Buccos, Cubbies, fireworks follow the 7:05 game here at PNC Park.
Who's going to win today, Grant?
I did not get a chance to see.
Like Hannah's coming on. Watch out for Saul. I knew it. See, he's making his move.
Yeah.
See him throw an elbow into Hannah?
Oh, yeah, he'll do what he has to do.
Look, another elbow into. Oh, what are they holding hands?
Who won that race?
Somebody take charge. Nobody.
Nobody won.
Yeah, it's like one of our trivia questions. There is no answer.
Kyle McPherson takes over.
McPherson definitely a different look from Locke. Obviously throws from the other side, but he's going to throw a few more fastballs and goes a little harder. We've seen him hitting the mid-90s.
He pitched Friday night, relieved Jeff Karstens in the first inning against the Brewers.
Early for the Jolly Roger to be up that high.
Two and two. I'm starting to think that's where you got your screensaver.
You like that screensaver? Sweet. I'm loving my new phone. Always been against technology until now.
Matt Dominguez singles off McPherson to start the 6th inning. Still trying to find out about this pierogi race. Do we have a
We're
winner?
going to use technology. There it is. I'm going to go with Onion.
Well, why? Just because he threw his hands like that? I think that the Hannah nose beat the Onion hands.
No, Onion hands were on the tape first.
I don't think so. I think Hannah wins it by a nose. Maul. What does Maul think? A, B, or C? 1, 2, or 3, Maul? 1, 2, or 3? No.
See?
That's Hannah going from right to left.
So when do you read from right to left?
When you're watching a pierogi race. Don't you know how to watch a pierogi race?
Yeah, left to right.
No, not pierogies. Pierogies are exact opposite.
Okay.
The other way. Sheesh.
All right. Well, you know, I didn't know that. All right. I didn't know that. Now
She'll tell you. I've talked to Hannah about it.
I wouldn't give it.
Then, of course, there's Cheese Chester.
I wouldn't give it to Hannah anyway because she was trying to cheat. I don't know if you noticed what she was doing with her purse. She was trying to push that way out in front, like the purse counts.
Great attitude. She's going to do what she's got to do to win. Meanwhile, Cheese Chester, I believe, continues to be winless, right?
He's my favorite.
The lovable loser, Cheese Chester. Two and one on Chris Snyder. Certainly a double play candidate.
If he and Hannah got married.
Snyder and Hannah?
No. Cheese and Hannah. You'd have pepper jack. Right? I think that could be a new pierogi next year. Pepper jack.
I'm not looking for that next year. No, I don't think that's going to happen.
We'll see. We'll see. We're going to see pepper jack racing around the track.
Where did Potato Pete go? Is he playing in an independent league team?
No,
Race somewhere?
He got sent down. It's not independent league. He's in a regular. I think he's in the international league.
For more seasoning.
Yes.
Thank you, Pete. Runner goes in the air to right. Going to be out of play.
You would think that Potato Pete would be here. September, the pierogi rosters have expanded.
That's true.
There's a bigger pan in September. Now they can all fit up here.
Look at that.
There's jalapeno.
Saying hello. Two and two on Snyder. And into center field. It's first and second with no one out.
Scuffling with the bat this year, still hitting below 200. Able to get a single here.
Now the batter Brandon Barnes, who has struck out twice, comes to the plate, looks down at third base coach Dave Clark. Edgar Gonzalez is on deck and certainly figures to bat. You wouldn't think a bunt is in order here, would you, Bob?
Well, unless they're going to pin. If there was somebody thrown in the bullpen, maybe.
Cal McPherson, second stint with the Pirates. Like Jeff Locke, really good season at AAA Indianapolis. Minor league pitcher of the year at Pirates system last year. An 0-2 count now. 26-year-old Brandon Barnes. A .250 career hitter in the minors with the Astros organization before this season, where he hit .323. One 1-2 count. At second base after the leadoff single, Matt Dominguez, and Chris Snyder with the base hit out first. 9 hits for the Stros. They lead 5-1. Lynn Hurdle's team has lost 9 of its last 12 and 16 of 23.
Lay off a couple of breaking balls. It's definitely a guy you want to try and strike out. Not hit well at this level yet. He's 11 strikeouts, just 9 base hits.
Still 2-2. Talked about the road woes of these Astros this season, going 13-53. 2 years ago, the Pirates won only 17 games away from PNC Park, so they certainly know the feeling. Bucks 40-26 at home, third best record in the National League at home. The Astros home road splits. Road ERA. Odd. Pitcher's ballpark. Minute Maid.
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense, does it?
2 runs worse away from Minute Maid. team. The Astros hitting .237. Lowest average in the league. They've scored the fewest runs in the National League.
They've given up almost 200 more runs than they've scored.
McPherson gets a strikeout.
That's what he wanted to do, get that strikeout. A couple of breaking balls were laid off, but not this time. Brought it up into the strike zone, and that always, I think you can judge what kind of character a pitch is. Can you throw it for a strike and get a swing and a miss? You know, whether it's a fastball, breaking pitch, changeup, whatever. If it's a pitch, the only time you get a swing and a miss is when it's out of the strike zone. It probably is not that great of a pitch to begin with. Now is when I'll be looking for a bunt.
Bunted foul by Edgar Gonzalez.
Well, Gabby Sanchez, real aggressive coming in. If Gonzalez puts that ball down anywhere other than the third baseline, look how far down he is. If he bunts it the wrong direction, they're going to have an out at third. Gabby again coming away and
right to third.
Yep, that's what you're supposed to do. Make the third baseman come in, handle the ball. You've done your job every time. Good job by Alvarez. He realized immediately, okay, that ball is bunted toward me. I gotta go get it.
Second and third. The batter Jose Altuve, 2 for 3. Pirates trailing by 4 runs.
Be careful here with your pitches. You got an open base. Altuve's their best hitter. That doesn't mean pitch around him and walk him, but just don't give in depending on what the count is. Otherwise, if you're making a 2-0 pitch or a 3-1 pitch, that open base gives you the ability to still try and make a pitcher's pitch even though you don't have a count in your favor.
Two and 0.
This is exactly the situation I'm talking about. Now, if you didn't have that open base, you'd have to go for a pretty good piece of the strike zone right now, no matter what you were throwing. But in this case, you're not forced to do that. You can make a pitch just like it's a 1-2 count, not 2-0.
Fly ball to center. McCutchen makes the catch. McPherson gives up leadoff singles to Dominguez and Snyder. It strands those runners, so the Pirates still trail by 4 runs.
Pick it up in the bottom of the third. 2-0 Cards. 2 out for Yadier Molina. And he will hit a drive to left field that's going to score Matt Holliday. This makes it 3-0 Cards. That's where it stands in the fourth. Greg and Bob?
Rob, thanks. Joe Kelly on the mound for St. Louis in that ball game. The Pirates here hosting Houston, trailing 5-1. They have their 2-3-4 hitters heading to the batter's box against Edgar Gonzalez, Travis Snyder, Andrew McCutchen, Garrett Jones. Pirates with the 4 hits, 2 from Jones, an Alvarez triple and a Barmes single. An important inning here. Bottom of the 6th.
Middle of the lineup coming up. Of course, being down by 4 runs, you don't want to put off any kind of a comeback to the very end. Gonzalez might be getting a little tired, although he's only thrown 70 pitches.
Began the season with Oakland, was released following spring training. And that's when he moved on to AAA Colorado Springs in the Rockies organization. And then to the Mexican League. Pitched for Monterrey. Snyder has struck out and popped to short. A 3-0 count. 4-pitch walk to start. Taking advantage of that little rubberized track out there.
Good little ballpark, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know how, if they've ever had one hit the river there. Did he reach the river from
It's a poke, that wiffle ball, isn't it?
Bullpen action for the Astros with that leadoff walk. Not surprising. I don't know. Let's make something of it. Got the big boys coming up.
McCutchen takes a strike. He's grounded to first, bounced to second.
See the look on Gonzalez's face after he threw ball 4. He knows that he just opened up a can of worms. McCutchen, Jones, Sanchez, Alvarez all coming up next.
Mickey Story.
Mickey Story. We've seen him yet, haven't we?
He missed.
Wait a minute.
McCutchen chased.
I remember seeing. Saw that when I was in Orlando. Chase that one.
Bounced to short. Force at second, safe at first.
Not hit quite hard enough for him to get the double play.
Green to Altuve to Wallace.
That good speed of McCutchen getting down the line. We'll keep that just 1 out. Keep somebody on base with the big bats coming up. Especially Jonesy right now. Certainly has had the big bat going lately.
Average up to 290
yeah,
now.
I was just looking at that. 290. Keeps hitting like he's been. He's going to end up with an over 300 season. lots of RBIs and home runs to go with it.
Pretty consistent too. Better average in the second half. Of course, he's gotten more playing time. Platooning the first month of the season. Strike called. 1-1. First pitch was away, out of the zone. They come in. It's 1-1.
I think there's just 2 hits have been on pitches away, haven't they?
I think so.
I'd be surprised if they try and stay in a little bit this at bat. See which way Snyder moves. Now they're going to go back away.
Now 2-1 count on Jones.
I don't know what takes precedence, Greg, the scouting report or what the hitter is actually doing. You know, if he's beat you on pitches away, but the scouting report says pitching away, do you continue to do it?
Hitting coach Greg Ritchie. 2-1 pitch.
They're certainly staying away. His last base hit was about 6 inches outside.
Two and two as he fouls off the fastball. His first hit, which was the double to left center.
That ball is kind of, you know, on the outside half, certainly. And then his next one, now this definitely is off the plate away. And lined up the center field for a hit.
This is his at bat so far.
That's where they're trying to pitch him outside, except for that one, the number 2, the second pitch of the inning, went fastball in on him. They'll try and sneak a fastball by him away again.
Line to right. Garrett Jones is 3 for 3.
That ball looked, he's pretty much just middle down. A fastball, yeah, kind of outside half of the plate, but down. Another line drive.
6 straight hits for him. Going back to yesterday. And on base 8 straight times. Going to make a pitching change. Tony DeFrancesco, the interim manager, out. Hector Gonzalez gives him 5 1/3 solid innings. Now the bullpen takes over. 1 out. And the new pitcher is the rookie from Boca Raton, Florida, Mickey Story, a former 31st round pick of the Oakland A's.
The opponent batting average 186 in his 12 games.
Contract purchased August 3rd. Gabby Sanchez at the plate with 1 out. Strike 1. Thirteenth major league appearance for Mickey Story, taking over for Edgar Gonzalez. Couple of breaking balls called strikes by Wally Bell.
Both pitches just barely catching that outside corner. There's the second one.
McCutchen and Jones aboard with 1 out. A strikeout. 2 away. Brings up Pedro Alvarez.
Third pitch. He took a little extra off this one, just 69 miles an hour. The other ones were a little quicker than that. Sanchez, the bat a little out there in front. Need a long ball, don't we?
Sure do.
Got the right guy at the plate.
Bouncing ball to second. On to first. The Pirates have scored 1 run against the Astros through 6. Trail 5-1. It again right here on Root Sports. Watch the WVU Mountaineers kick off their first Big 12 game against in-state rival Marshall. All part of Wild and Wonderful Sports. Starts tonight at 7 on Root Sports. Sir, WVU. It's Jeff. Yep. I did not know Jeff was a WVU product. Mountaineer, huh? Yep. He'll be watching. Tyler Green has scored 3. He's been on base 3 times with a bunt hit, a walk, and an infield single. Now faces Kyle McPherson. Just foul. Edgar Gonzalez went 5 1/3, 1 run, 5 hits, a walk, 5 strikeouts. Jeff Locke went 5, gave up 5 on 7 hits. McPherson pitched a scoreless 6th. Faces the 2, 3, 4 men: Green, Wallace, and Maxwell.
Just as we were talking last year, or last inning, about the middle of the lineup of the Pirates coming up. The same situation right now for McPherson. Identical. Just as much importance. Down by 4. You can't afford to give up anything now. It's got to be perfect.
Ball, 2 strikes on Tyler Green.
Green's giving him a little battle. Fouling off fastballs, breaking pitches. Got pitch number 7 of this at bat coming up.
Now 2-2. The Cardinals are leading the Mets 4-0 in the 5th inning. Skip Schumacher had his first home run that game in St. Louis.
Reds losing to the Phils 4-1 in the 5th. McPherson wins the battle. Almost got him on the curveball before this. Comes back with a fastball and gets the swing and a miss. 94.
One away now. Brett Wallace has had himself an afternoon. 3 for 3 last time up, a 3-run homer. Wallace was a first-round pick of the St. Louis Cardinals 4 years ago. Traded to Oakland, part of the Matt Holliday deal. Then to Toronto. And then in the summer of 2010 to Houston. Three and 0.
Looks cold, doesn't it?
It sure does.
Oh, that's downstairs. I thought that was the back of the booth here. I didn't realize that was downstairs. We have a similar one right here
Do we?
In the back of the booth.
Sure.
I thought that's what that was.
I think that's a mirage,
No,
Bob.
it's behind the curtain.
What is behind the curtain?
Right behind the curtain.
That's there.
That tub, yeah.
We never see that. Once the curtain is opened up, ball popped up to the left.
Took a long time to come down. Yeah, it's just like that. So we don't have the little glass covering.
Now, why would they show him?
I don't know. That doesn't make any sense, does it?
He's not sure what to think.
Yeah, well,
now
he knows
getting,
what to think.
now he gets it.
Yeah, he knows.
Justin Maxwell 0 for 3. This will be it for McPherson. He's due up third in the bottom of the 7th inning. Pirates trailing by 4.
He's done good work to this point.
Started the year Double-A Altoona. Made less than a handful of outstanding starts at Triple-A Indianapolis. .94 miles per hour, 2-1 the count. Five runs, 9 hits for the Stros, a run, 5 hits for Pittsburgh. And misses. Goes to 3-1. Bogusevic waits on deck. High fly ball to left. Snyder coming in. It's a 1-2-3 7th inning. And today's 7th inning stretch is presented by the new face of Northwood Realty Services.
For the 7th inning stretch.
Five-1 to the bottom of the 7th inning. Bucks down 4, and Alex Presley is going to pinch hit for Rod Barajas. The Pirates are down now to their last 9 outs. Trying to come back on this Labor Day against the Astros. Strike on Presley. Recently back up to the majors. Presley pinch hitting this season, 2 for 10. 3 for 9 since his recall on Friday. And 2 strikes on him. Isanori Takahashi will take over for the Pirates in the 8th. Poke to left. Maxwell over. One out in the bottom of the 7th. Now it's Clint Barmas. Mickey Story got the last 2 outs in the 6th. And he has got a lot of work. Story since joining the club August the 3rd. He leads all of their relievers in innings pitched since that time. Ball 1. Barmas opposite field single in the 5th. Michael McHenry comes out on deck. As a whole, the Astros earned run average, the bullpen 484. The starters earned run average 470. Team ERA for Houston 475. Only the Rockies have a higher earned run average. Colorado's ERA 521. And 1-2 on Barmas. Astros trying to win their 42nd game of the year. And only their 14th on the road. Popped up, left side. Third base, Dominguez. 2 outs. And brings up McHenry.
The Story has come in and doing the same job that McPherson did, just making it look fairly easy. And for the 4th pinch hit, he'll be going behind the plate.
McPherson, the 2 scoreless innings.
Saw the graphic, 3 for 9 in this role. So one of the stories this season has been McHenry's hitting. Season started when he did get in a ball game. He was always hitting number 8, it seemed like. But the way he has hit the ball this year, especially with some pop in his bat with the power, when he starts, he's not down at the bottom of that lineup anymore. It's a slugging percentage of .516.
1-1 count. Another breaking ball from Story. 1-2.
It looks to be a pitch that he likes to throw, that breaking pitch. Seen a bunch of them now since he's come into the ball game.
Wow.
Another one, same pitch.
5 up, 5 down for Mickey Story. The Pirates go quickly onto the 8th. 5-1 Stros. shots from the AGH cam. 20,055 on hand on this Labor Day. Start of a 6-game homestand. Having some fun despite the Pirates scoring just 1 run so far. 5 hits and 2 more shots at the Stros.
We need to find those bats that we had in yesterday's game. A lot of hits, a lot of runs. Could use a couple of those now.
Hisanori Takahashi takes over for the Pirates. After Jeff Locke went 5, Kyle McPherson went a couple. 3 games since joining the Pirates. Started the year with the Angels. Takahashi gave up 4 runs on Friday in Milwaukee in the 8th inning. Michael McHenry is the new catcher. Brian Bogusevic first at bat, hitting .210 on the year. 6 home runs, 25 RBIs. One and one. Stros making their 3rd trip into Pittsburgh this season. 2 clubs split a brief series in the middle of May. Stros won the first game of that series 1-0. Pirates won the second one 5-2. And then Houston came back first week of July for a 4-game series, and the Pirates swept the Astros, beating them all 4 times. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count on Bogusevic. Just gets a piece of it. Takahashi had signed a 2-year deal with the Angels before last season. Claimed off waivers August the 24th. 4.93 ERA and 42 games with the club from Anaheim. The Angels waived him and the Pirates picked him up. Didn't miss by much, 2-2. A couple of years ago, Takahashi pitched for the Mets. And a strikeout. 1 away in the 8th.
Bogusevic were worried about the breaking ball and just real late on the fastball. He didn't want to chase something, so he was trying to wait to the last moment to decide to swing. He waited too long.
Matt Dominguez 1 for 3. His first big league home run on Friday against the Reds, playing in his 9th major league game. One of the players that came over in one of the many trades this summer. Carlos Lee was dealt to the Marlins on the 4th of July. One of the players they got in that trade, Matt Dominguez. They slashed about $40 million off their opening day payroll. About $21 million left. And a shot past Barmes into left for Dominguez, his 2nd hit.
Giving it his all on this line drive. Landed heavily in his chest. It's got to knock the air out of you a little bit.
Snyder 1 for 3. McHenry doing his best to find it. does. Dominguez holds at first.
We'll have a little talk about that with Dominguez. That's one that he could have even hesitated a couple of times and moved up on.
Phillies beat the Reds 4-2. Reds 9.5 game lead on the Cardinals, 11 up on the Pirates in the Central. They've got a comfortable lead. First week of September. Pirates still play the Reds 6 more times. After this homestand, just 2 remain for the Pirates. A brief 3-game series against the Brewers the middle of this month, and then finish the regular season at home with 3 with the Reds and then 3 with the Braves. Take on these Astros for 2 more. Off day Thursday. Cubs in for 3. Then on the road for a week into Cincinnati and Chicago. One ball, 1 strike the count, 1 away. 5-1 lead for the Astros. Wandy Rodriguez will start tomorrow.
I was going to say against his ex-mates, but probably not a lot of guys he recognizes over there.
Nissan Road ahead. Jordan Lyles on the mound for Houston tomorrow night against Wandy Rodriguez. He made his Pirates debut in Houston. He's pitched much better his last couple of starts. Another throw over. Watching Bogusevic.
Or Dominguez, one of the two.
Or Dominguez, yeah, could be watching him. Snyder signed as a free agent over the winter by the Astros. Dominguez, they're convinced he's going to be taken off. Stay out of a double play, maybe. Snyder 1 for 3. And the second strikeout for Takahashi. Neil Walker sits and watches another game, right?
He's still not got that back to where he wants it to get back out there.
What do you think about the past couple weeks, Bob? In terms of Walker, he missed those 3 games in St. Louis because of the dislocated pinky. He missed the 3 games against the Cardinals again.
Well, I don't think we can really cry about it. I mean, you know, you look at it all around. You know, Votto has been out for the Reds for a long time. They were able to deal with it. It's just something you got to deal with.
The longest time I was talking about this for much of the season, because every time we would go somewhere, we'd look at the list of other teams' disabled lists and knocking on wood all the time because the Pirates weren't really suffering that many injuries.
Something that, there's usually a point during the season that you're going to have to deal with a pretty big injury, and Pirates are going through that right now with Walker not being in that lineup.
Karstens going to miss another start. Missed most of the first half of the year.
Karstens has been out for most of the season. So
Starling Marte has started to run and may start a rehab Wednesday with AAA Indianapolis. Walker, they are hopeful as he starts baseball activities. He could be back this weekend. Marte running earlier around the bases.
Everybody looking on to see if how it went. And one of the big things is going to be the swing of the bat. Will he be able to have that a fairly violent upper body rotation, feel pain-free?
Oblique strain, August the 19th. Starling Marte. Three and two on Brandon Barnes, trying to avoid a fourth straight strikeout. Struck out looking both at bats against the starter Jeff Locke, swinging against Kyle McPherson. 3-2 pitch, and it is 4 straight. Takahashi strikes out the side. Go to the bottom of the 8th inning, top of the Pirates order, down 5-1. $7:05. Free Shirt Friday. All fans get a Pirates t-shirt courtesy of PNC Bank. Come early for a block party on Federal Street before the game. Local live music and food. For tickets, go to pirates.com/Free Shirt Friday. Roberto Clemente themed t-shirt this Friday. Trying to rally their team, Pirate fans. And Wesley Wright, the left-hander. Josh Harrison was announced as the pinch hitter for Brock Holt. Rally hats on. Rally monkey here.
Got everything going for us. Get the hits.
Right quickly out in front, 0-2. Josh Harrison had a string of starts going and cooled off a little bit. was 0 for 5 yesterday, starting at shortstop. 0 for his last 9. Pops this ball up to right.
That's what you have to do with Josh. Is when you see him heating up and he starts doing some of those special things, you got to get him out of there. And then, after a couple of offers, when he cools off, set him down for a while. That's what the Pirates used to do with Dave Clark a lot. Clark used to get hot and run out there for several starts in a row. Let him pound some balls over the fence, off the fence. And then if he'd cool off, then back to the bench for a while. I mean, that's a good way for them to help the team. Plus, it's an excellent way to keep your bench players, your utilities guys sharp. You have to get them some regular work every now and then. You can't expect them to just get pinch hitting appearances and get anything going. You got to give them 8, 12 at bats in a matter of 2 or 3 days every now and then.
Reaching out, fly ball to left center field. 2 outs. Here's Dave Clark. Third base coach now for Houston.
Clark hit one of the most impressive home runs that I ever saw. This was actually after I started to be an announcer. Three River Stadium, and home run to center.
McCutchen flies out to center field, and the Pirates go down 1-2-3. It's 5-1 Astros.
At the Jeep Summer Clearance Event by AT&T, the nation's largest 4G network. AT&T, rethink possible. And by Levin Furniture and the all-new Levin mattress stores. For a great deal on a new bed, shop Levin's. Let's go Bucks!
Celebrating Labor Day here at PNC Park. Beginning the 6-game homestand, trailing 5-1. And now Jared Hughes faces Wesley Wright. Josh Harrison now at second base. The rookie Jared Hughes putting up solid numbers.
55 games now. Is that? I think that's still the most for a rookie.
Leads also with 65 innings pitched. ERA is the best among rookies. Look out, right goes down and his bat goes flying. Dave, you all right?
Oh no, if that hit Dave, is the bat okay?
Good, better question.
Yeah.
Erwin Valencia, the rehab coordinator, will hand it to Dave Clark.
Look out. Duck.
Policeman.
Boom. Oh, man.
Saved by the railing.
Hit the photographer in the
Yeah.
head.
Boy.
She wasn't looking either. And the ball down the line. I don't think she had no idea that bat was coming. And hit the railing. That would have got her.
Keith Reese pointing out that
Putting the monitor.
Yeah.
Smile, you're on.
Jose Altuve, a couple of hits today.
You know, I forgot to finish up about the Dave Clark home run. Why it was so impressive is, remember at Three River Stadium they had that windowed area right behind home plate, and that's where the radar gun used to be. And that was just before you had them up on the scoreboard and all that. It was the ninth inning of a game. The Braves were having a real hard throw. I remember Mark Wallers, he could really bring it, and he was lighting up the radar gun that night. Anyway, Dave hit a home run to center field. It was 104 miles an hour, and he hit it out of the ballpark.
That is impressive. That is impressive. Every time I think of Dave, I think about that. He was involved in that collision in right center field, one of the most ferocious.
Oh,
collisions.
yeah.
Was it Jacob Brumfield?
Yep.
The other guy?
Mm-hmm.
Man, just two guys full speed in right center field. Head-on collision.
Well,
I think Clark broke his collarbone.
Well, that's the way Dave played the game.
Yeah.
Full speed. Absolutely. He coaches third full speed.
Yeah. He's an outstanding baseball guy. He was interim manager here for maybe a week, I think, 3 years ago. They said they're going to search far and wide for a full-time manager to begin next year. You could do a lot worse. Dave Clark, he's going to get a manager's job somewhere someday soon. Full-time.
Good man.
Yep. I hope the Astros will think about that.
I want him in my foxhole anytime. He was kind of an enforcer in our clubhouse back in the day. Nobody messed with Clarkie. Big Wave Dave, that's what we called him. I don't know why we call him Big Wave. It just rhymed with Dave. He's one of those Reedus nicknames. Gave one to everybody.
What was yours?
Chuck.
Why?
Can't say.
Glad I asked.
I can't say. I mean, I'll tell you in between innings.
I was going to say, if you don't, I'll ask Reedus or Clarkie.
I don't know why I was called Chuck.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
3-2 on Tyler Green, 2 outs. And Hurdle trying to keep a positive attitude in that clubhouse. Asked about that before the game regarding, first of all, asked about the Stros. Can a team be a spoiler? What does he think of that term? He said that's all well and good, but I've always wondered if you can be a spoiler now and play better than ever before, where were you in April and May? Strikeout, 3 in a row for Jared Hughes. Go to the bottom of the 9th, last chance. 5-1 Astros. To Cincy and Chicago, Milwaukee a brief 3-game homestand, and then Houston will host the Pirates before the Bucks go to New York, finish up at home against the Reds and Braves. 5-1 favor the Astros. Garrett Jones has 3 of the 5 hits today. Great play at first base. Diving stop by Brett Wallace. He has been the star today for Houston.
And he's definitely been the man. He's done it with that bat. And now they're trying to get something going here, get a runner on base. And he says, no way. Right across the line. Ended up right across the chalk. A heck of a play. Right, just going right at the hitters right now. He's thrown 11 baseballs since he's come into this game, and 9 of them have been strikes. Making use of that 4-run lead. It's pretty much what you do when you got a lead. No fear of the bat. You got to go into that strike zone, and that's what he's doing right now. He's making it look easy. Fastball up and in.
Pirates down to their last out now. Pedro Alvarez tripled in the 5th, scored the Pirates' only run. Well, the Indianapolis Indians are playing, I believe, their last regular season game today. They finished up a rain-shortened game in Louisville, and Dean Traynor, the skipper, was having some fun before their playoffs that start on Wednesday. He had Jeff Larish trying to play all 9 positions. Larish played every position and was strapping on the catcher's gear when they called the game because of rain. The pitcher, Big Jumbo Diaz, who we saw in spring training, actually played second base for a while. 6'4", 316 pounds. That must have been a wild game. Final score of 2-0 Indy as they finish up their regular season and get ready for their playoffs. Taking on the White Sox AAA affiliate on Wednesday. 0-2 on Alvarez. A swing and a miss. Tries to reach first base, but he'll be thrown out. 2-3 in a very, very disappointing day here.
I don't know what happened to the offense today. Just 5 base hits on the day, and 3 of those by one guy, Garrett Jones. One for Garrett Jones. We again got 2 hits today. It looked so good yesterday, swinging the bats, a lot of runs, and in less than 24 hours disappeared. You got to